Freaknik. I like to call it old doing what old did. Freaknik, right? I was slightly too young to ever participate in Freaknik because in 94, I was only 12 years old. So I'm 40 years old. It is April 12th, 2023. I was born April 13th, 1982. I will be 41 years old tomorrow. Shout out to all of my Aries, all of my April babies, all of my 80s babies is in the building. We've done the work. We've continued to level up, and we've become phenomenal as a result of it. Shout out to Rav. Rav says, I'm just protesting against that weirdo Yanni. Demonetize that boycott Lapeef Network video. For what? Rav, Yanni did what we needed her to do. She simultaneously promoted me. She simultaneously promoted my brand. And she simultaneously promoted the Lapeef Network. I'll give you a little bit of insight, Rav. So, one thing that happened was, right after the live stream, people were texting me, right? I'm not going to say no names, but people were texting me and they said, Yanni is asking you if you want me to remove if you want her to remove the videos, both this video and a previous video, including the one in which she used your wife as a thumbnail. I said, no, leave the videos up. That is a fact. I said, leave the videos up. Leave the videos up. Shout out to Deshaun Rose with the fireball. Says, good morning, Anton. I'm on the road. Keep preaching. Over on Cash App. I appreciate you. I said, leave the videos up. Yanni says she's changing a thumbnail. Wants to know if you want the other videos off too. She tried to reach out to you, but you changed your number. Word for word, that's what it says. That's what it says on here. I said she can leave everything up except the thumbnail of my wife. Why would I ask her to remove the video? It's free promotion. Why would I ask her to remove the video? It's free promotion. Let them rock. Let them do what they do. Let them be. But anyway, let's get into our old hoes. This is a woman that's recently went viral as a result of how she's felt about her exploits during Freaknik. Make sure y'all hit a like for the YouTube algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. I will be reading super chats throughout the show. Get the likes up, ladies and gentlemen.
Did y'all see Hulu is about to release a documentary about 94 Freaknik? Yes.
So, first and foremost, this woman is, I'm not really even sure. So, I heard that there's a lawsuit by like a bunch of women that are significantly high up in the food chain as far as different parts of their careers. Thank you, Maggie. I'm definitely going to be reading your super chat, and Danzy. It's a lot of women that is sitting here complaining, oh, girl, they aunties, they great-grandmothers, they grandmothers now. Their daughter had a kid at 14, and they was up at Freaknik at 18, 17, wasn't even supposed to be there. Camcorders had really just became small enough to where it was reasonable for you to be able to record it on a video and stuff like that. And you got women like this saying, girl, I'm so scared of what's happening with Freaknik. Y'all better be careful of what the Hulu documentary is going to do. I'm not even sure that we will recognize you, man, from what it is that you were looking like then versus what you look like now. Clearly, you just came from your job at the doctor's office, some form of a receptionist, or maybe even at the highest end, a nurse. You probably over here, taking people's insurance and making sure that it's registered correctly, finding out what their co-pays are and everything like that. You have nothing to worry about whatsoever. Nobody is going to come back and trip off of whether or not they seen your little snatch inside of Freaknik 94. But let's continue to see what she had to say.
Yes, 1994 Freaknik. Yes, they are about to release a documentary. I've been to several Freakniks. 94 was one that I attended. So I'm just praying that
look at what the women look like back then versus what they look like now. Y'all not gonna sit here and tell me that black don't crack. You's a lie, and the truth ain't in you. You not gonna sit here and tell me that black don't crack. Ha ha, hell. Shit. You're not gonna sit here and tell me that black don't crack, that black women don't age like chocolate milk. Everybody ain't Bernice Burgos. Everybody is not Holly Berry. Everybody is not Bernice Burgos, and everybody is not Holly Berry. Y'all not gonna sit here and tell me that, man.
Jesus be a fence. I'm praying that Jesus just be a big, tall privacy fence. That's my prayer. You know, I will say this though. Like when they would bring out those video cameras and start recording, I immediately removed myself from the that situation. I never ever was okay with being recorded out there. So hopefully that worked to my benefit. But yeah, y'all, they about to put our business out in the street. Some of us might be on TV. I don't know, y'all.
I don't know, girl. So listen. Let me pull up some of this Freaknik footage and see what's happening in these streets. Some of this old footage. Let's see what we rocking with. See what we had to deal with back then. Let's see what your mama was doing when she had you. Let's see what the streets is talking about. I'm going to be reading super chat shortly. Look at this old footage. Look at your daddy. Look at your hood rat mama. Look at these dudes. Ain't nothing like a cigarette and a black and mild in your ear. Look at them. Black people were still getting pulled over then. It's just like they getting pulled over now. Yeah, man, we wasn't even doing nothing. Look, this is why the majority of black people is running in the victim Olympics today. Yeah, man, the same thing that they doing then is the same thing that y'all doing now. I will give people, the young people, a pass. I'm gonna give the young people a pass, right? Because look at you. Your mama was a hoe, your grandmama was a hoe, and now they sitting here trying to tell y'all on what it is that y'all not supposed to do. But they about to get exposed too. Look at them. That's your uncle out there. That's your daddy. They had the slut walk back then. It was just called the Freaknik. They had a slut walk. It was less organized. They was out there fucking up the community. They was over there doing the things that they wasn't supposed to do. Look, they had the fraternities and the sororities. Look at them. You see them? It's the same thing back then as it is now. Every last one of these dudes is they got high blood pressure now. Some of them may be twice divorced, talking about modern women. They got them a new platform today. All of these dudes is probably Hebrew Israelites right now, and they got shingles on the bottom of they shirts. They over here trying to preach. They your pastors. They your ministers. They deacon elder Dirty Dick was down here at East Carolina University trying to get. Look at your mama. Who mama is this? Who mama is this? Whose mamas and aunties is this? They don't look. Y'all chicks look the same today as they did back then. The only difference is that these hoes got more access to BBLs. They have butterfly eyelashes, and they use a little bit more makeup. They use some pieces in their head. Whose mama is this? That's all I want to know. Look, same thing. Look. Let me rewind it. Hold on. Look, check it out. How is this any different than the same thing that y'all doing today? How is this any different except for y'all got ring lights and TikTok now in order to be able to document it in HD? How is this any different? You probably got the same drawer, the same ironing board, the same hood rat mama, the same glasses, the same that, everything. For the streets. Look at these suckers. Look at this nonsense. We ain't got to wait for the Hulu documentary. Anton about to have it right now. They driving down on campers. Y'all are the worst. We got the worst community ever, bro. Look, she got her hair done as an officer for Freaknik. Man, listen, bro. Black community is no different than it was 30 years ago. 30 years ago, it's the same thing. It's no different than it was 30 years ago. Look, how's it any different? Except for they had T-tops. Look, same nails, same hair, hood rats hanging up at the top of the thing. How is it any different? Unkept, not well. Look, the same braids. Oh my God. Look at this nonsense, yo. Hold on, I got to turn it up a little bit.
The driver. Have a good day. That is Hoochie Patrol, Hoochie Alert.
Come on, hold on. Give me one.
Sometimes you feel more comfortable around your own, your own people. Just like Freaknik, I feel comfortable here, whereas somebody else would just, they were like, oh my God, I cannot believe you're going there.
So let me ask y'all a question. Hold on, watch this.
Oh my God, she won't let you pick up.
So, how is this any different, y'all? The same, think about what's being communicated. Think about what's communicated. I just randomly turned on the audio, right? And you know what she said? She says, sometimes you feel more comfortable around your own. Think about what's being communicated right now, y'all. She says, sometimes you feel more comfortable around your own. While doing the most egregious shit as a 21-year-old chameleon that will then at some point have children and then talk about how it is that we need to do things for the black community. How is she any different than Black China, except for it wasn't really no real social media stars back then, because you only had the Real World and Roll Rules. How is this any different than what it is that we're experiencing 30 years later from people still talking about how it is that we need to get the community together? Honestly, think about what's being communicated right now. History says that I'm right. History says that I am right. How is it any different than it is right now than what it is that we're seeing on YouTube? How is it any different? Watch this. Listen. Listen to what she's saying.
People, just like,
come on, hold on. Give me one.
Sometimes you feel more comfortable around your own, your own people. Just like Freaknik, I feel comfortable here, whereas somebody else would just, they were like, oh my God, I cannot believe you're going there.
Oh my God, she won't let you pick up. I'm from North Carolina.
So where are you from? Where?
I'm from North Carolina.
Where?
North Carolina.
What part of North?
I'm really from Michigan.
No, you gotta back up. Turn around, he got out, open the door and smacked me on the booty. I don't even have anything on me.
Look, you see what they used to do back then? See what they used to do back then? Get a pen, get a piece of paper, get a girl to write her number down, take her to the hotel room, bust her down. Shout out to Brian Horsley for the 10 ball. Says I recently joined the Bag Chasers on Cash App. Shout out to Brian Horsley is in the building. Let me give a round of applause to all of the new Bag Chasers and Patreon members that's going to be checking out the video this evening. Old hoes, new hoes, same hoes. It's the hoes that's raising your sons and the daughters that's creating more hoes. That's all I see right here.
You just getting numbers. One of them seemed decent. His name was Greg. He seemed really cool. I mean, he was one that I might would call back. I think he was really cool. He was cute too. He's supposed to call me tonight. We'll see like what club we're gonna go to and stuff.
Freaknik is about losing yourself. A minute, only for a minute.
Hey, do this dude not look like Hassan Campbell? Do the dudes in New York and the Hassan Campbells literally look just like they did in the G-Unit days back there in 94? The dudes from New York are literally stuck in time. What's the difference? What's the difference? What's the difference between the dudes back then in 1994 and the dudes in 2023? What's the difference? Shout out to New York. Shout out to New York. What's the difference, big dog? Honestly, what's the difference? This is wild. This is wild. What's the difference? Look. What's the difference between this guy right here? Honestly. Shout out to the super chats. I'm going to be reading them shortly. What's the difference between this guy right here and this guy right here? What's the difference? Is this not the same dude with glasses? No? Okay. Listen. Who am I to tell y'all differently? Let's continue.
Everybody out here is from different places. They don't know nobody. So I'm going to lose myself, she's going to lose herself, and everybody else is going to lose themselves. But just for this weekend, all right? That's why it's only once a year.
See, this is why I wanted to mute it. Because I don't want to hear all of that extra. Let me see what the hoods and the whole rats doing. Look at them. Look at the hood rats. Look. They got bonnets on. Cordless phones, bonnets. Y'all would have hit that. Look. What's the difference between the women back then and the women now? What's the difference? They had bonnets on then, they got bonnets on now. What's the difference? Y'all still colorists. Y'all like light-skinned chicks. Jesus Christ.
Oh, you're the tall ass dude. I mean, why don't you say that?
It was for the streets then. They for the streets. Look.
Give me my number. You got Selena's number.
What's the difference? Muscle t-shirts, G-Unit wife beaters, hit the streets. Sororities, fraternities, old hoes and new hoes. Sharon Toomer is the founder of Freaknik. Look, these is your mamas and your aunties. A bunch of dudes, a whole lot of dudes standing around one husky chick trying to get their feel on. Man, fuck this. I'm done with the black community. Count me out. Count me out. Take me out of the game, boss. Take me out of the game, boss.